6:15 in the morning, getting ready to start day 70 of the hike on the Pacific Crest Trail. Just got to spend some time with Christy, day and a half of just eating and recovering and doing laundry and getting bathed and shaved and
manicured.
Yeah, spending some time at the Serenity Mothership. So today we're just south of the Subway Cave area, so I'm going to try to drop in there and see that. And they also have a water spigot, so I'll pick up some water. There's going to be some longer water carries in this area, but nothing too bad. I think 10 to 14 miles maximum. So we seem to be on schedule. We have 330 something miles left of California. That's going to be exciting, getting to the edge.
Yeah, California lasts a long time.
It does. And then so I'm going to see Christy in 2 days at Bernie Falls, and we'll go see the falls, and then we'll go grab a burger and get some more food from her, and then go 4 days on to
Castle Crags.
Castle Crags. So that's the plan, and she was kind enough to get up early this morning and take me to the trail so I can walk, at least get some good hours of walking in before it gets too hot, because it's supposed to be in the mid-90s all week. So I'm getting ready to take you with me, and we'll see what we see, and get on to Subway Cave and other wonderful sights, and then keep moving north and finally get out of California. All right, well, let's enjoy the hike. Back on trail. Here we go. Okay, so 0.4 miles down this trail is Subway Caves. Let's go take a look at it. And here's the entrance to Subway Cave. So this is a lava tube. It's very unique in that it has very smooth sides, and that's why they call it the subway tunnel. And it just keeps going back in here. The floor is a little corrugated, so that's why the walking is so weird. Pretty neat. It looks like here it opens up into a larger room, and then it makes a turn down this way. The nice thing about being here just after 6 in the morning is you got no competition. Very cool. Well, I'm sure I could spend a lot of time walking back in there, but, you know, it's a lava tube. A couple of interesting things about it is it's like a constant 46 degrees in here, which is kind of interesting. And it's so dark once you get into it that I've got my headlamp on its brightest setting. And my other concern is I don't necessarily want to take the battery down on my headlamp to the point where I have to recharge it, because I've got to do 6 days of hiking before the next electrical plug-in. So, and we're back to the entrance. Okay, so that was pretty cool. It was worth the side trip, definitely. And it's also worth the side trip because we're going to walk a little further to the parking lot where they have a water spigot. It's 8 miles from here to Lost Creek, which is the first water source. And the climb up and down all the comments say it's really not that much fun to it. So I'm gonna drink all I have, which is about a liter, and then fill up 2 liters and try to make it to 16 miles since it's in the morning, to Cache 22, cleverly named. It's a big water tank that just got refilled yesterday, that hikers can use, and that's in 16 and a bit miles. And since it's cool in the morning, I should be able to make it easily. Midday is going to be hot today, so we're going to probably end up doing a mile of extra walking here, but got to see the subway cave and pick up some water. And here's where we pick up the trail back. They had a nice little pit toilet and a couple of water spigots, so I'm filled up, ready to get back on trail. This may be our last nice view of Lassen Peak, the dormant volcano, as we're walking away from it and headed toward Mount Shasta. I'm going to peek this hill in just a second. Probably get a view of Shasta from the other side. So we're here at the Hat Creek Overlook. It's a little park with a parking lot. Road comes up to it. But you get a view of the entire Hat Creek Valley here, starting there with Lassen Peak, and then you can see Shasta in the distance there. Beautiful. Look here, you can see the bluffs and that mesa up there. So that's the Hat Creek Rim, which evidently we'll be hiking for some time now. Finally, the trail took a right turn and went into the woods. I've been kind of watching them to the right side of the trail, kind of longingly, hoping for some shade and a drop in temperature, and it really does help. You're right by the trail too. Let's see it. Mojave green. Whee! He was right, like exactly on the side of the trail. And I took a step and heard him rattle and just jumped over the other side of the trail. I'll have to check out the species. Not familiar with that one. He's kind of a greenish hue. There's just really no shade out here. I see a couple of small trees ahead. It's a little after 9 and I'd like to go ahead and take my break and eat and drink, but I want to do it in the shade, so Hopefully I'll get a little tree coming up here soon. This might be the best I can do for a while. I think I'll just park myself under here for a bit. It's 9:30. Just had a little break under that little tree back there. I've covered about 6 miles in, what is truly about 2 hours of hiking, because we really didn't get started out of Subway Cave until after 7. So that's pretty good. That's 3 miles an hour or so. And we've got 7 miles to go to Cache 22, the water tank. So I think that's going to be my target for the next stop. Okay, we've made it to the Lost Creek side trail, but you can see the rim has a big draw in it, a big canyon, and you've got to go down to the bottom of that and come back up to get water. So this is why I wanted to carry enough to be able to skip this spot and move on to the water tank. After 12. We've covered about 12.5 miles, I believe. And I was slightly mistaken before about how far away the next water source is, but right now it is 3.5 miles from here. The one after that appears to be 13 and or 16, and I've got to be able to camp before then. So once we get to the water tank, we'll make a decision, but it looks like it's probably going to be a dry camp overnight, somewhere over 20 miles, and camel up plus carry 4 liters is what it looks like right now, unless the situation changes. I guess they want to go straight up and over this instead of along the side. Oh well. So when I got down to the dirt road that leads to Cache 22 and the water tank, it's a guy doing trail magic back there. Magic Man, the same guy who gave me a Gatorade in Tehachapi. So he's following up the trail. I sat and chatted with him for a long time. He used to be in the lumber business, so we talked a lot about lumber and forest fires and trees and all that good stuff. Not today, buzzards. I'm gonna make it. So, I almost camped here, but it's exposed and windy, and I can't be assured the wind will die down. It usually does, but sometimes doesn't. And despite it looking like soil, it's only about ½ an inch deep, and then it's rock. So getting any tent stakes in is a problem. I've decided to go ahead and do the extra mile to the next campsite because in doing so, I will cross mile 1,400. So if you look down here in the valley, just close to the edge here, you'll see this black stripe, which looks like a lava flow, one of the last ones that came through. That just makes a line all the way down. Yeah, here it is. Very cool. Hey, we get to celebrate making 1,400 miles of hiking on the Pacific Crest Trail by camping right by the marker. The trail goes right by, but this is the only decent campsite for quite a while. It's on duff, it's level, it's in the shade. I don't know how much better it gets than that right now because it is hot. So let's do it. Serenity Shuttle has landed. Trail mile 1,400. That means we had a 23.73 mile day today. And we've got 19 miles left tomorrow to go to Burney State Park and see Christy. She'll be doing trail magic there tomorrow, and we'll just hang out and wait for me. Then take me out to dinner and give me some food for the next 4 days. So today was extremely interesting. We got to see Subway Tunnel, the lava tube. Very smooth inside. The walking wasn't smooth. The floor was very undulating and volcanic rock. Then we got to see a rattlesnake. That's the first one since the desert, so been a while. And he was a neat one. I'll have to look up what kind he is. And then we got to walk across the hot volcanic stunted tree area, which was very interesting. And now we've dropped down off the Hat Creek rim, which we spent most of the day on, walking past that lava flow and through it. That was kind of interesting. And then down here to the tent site at exactly mile 1,400. So today was kind of a, I don't know, what do you say, PCT tourist day. You got to see all kinds of sights. So thanks for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.